It was one of those freezing winter mornings in rural Montana, the kind that cuts through your coat and chills you to the bone. Snow had been falling since dawn, covering the roads in a thin, dangerous sheet of ice. On a lonely stretch of highway, a single dad named Jack Miller was driving his old pickup truck, heading to his construction job in town. He had his thermos of coffee beside him and his mind on his little girl, Emma, who was waiting for him to pick her up after school. But fate had other plans that morning. As Jack rounded a bend, he spotted something terrifying, a luxury SUV twisted in the ditch, smoke rising from under the hood. Without a second thought, he slammed on the brakes, pulling his truck to the side. He jumped out into the cold, his boots crunching through the snow, and ran toward the wreck. Through the shattered window, he saw a woman slumped over the steering wheel, her face pale and blood trickling down her forehead. Before we continue with this powerful story of fate, love, and kindness, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to your channel name, and share your thoughts in the comments. We bring you real and heart-touching stories that remind us what truly matters in life: compassion, hope, and kindness. Now, let's get back to the story. Jack yanked on the driver's side door, but it was jammed tight. Smoke was thickening, and he could smell gasoline. Panic hit him for a second, but then instinct took over. He raced back to his truck, grabbed his crowbar, and smashed the window open. "Hey! Can you hear me?" he shouted through the smoke. The woman groaned softly. "Help, please." Jack carefully reached in, unbuckled her seatbelt, and pulled her out, shielding her face from the glass. He carried her away from the car just as small flames began licking at the edges of the hood. Moments later, the SUV caught fire. Jack laid her gently in the snow and wrapped his old flannel jacket around her. Her lips trembled, and her eyes fluttered open for a second. She was young, maybe in her early 30s, and even through the dirt and blood, Jack could see she was beautiful. "Don't worry," he said softly. "You're safe now." By the time the ambulance arrived, Jack's hands were numb, and his jacket was soaked. The paramedics thanked him for his bravery, but he brushed it off. "Anyone would have done the same," he said quietly. He never even gave his name before driving off, not wanting any attention. He had a little girl to pick up and a long day ahead. The woman's name was Olivia Bennett. She was a billionaire tech entrepreneur from Seattle, a household name in the business world. But she'd been driving alone that morning, escaping from the noise of her life, looking for peace in the mountains. She'd been burned out, lonely, and tired of people treating her differently because of her money. And now, the man who had saved her life didn't even know who she was. 2 weeks later, Olivia was recovering in the hospital. Her assistant told her that the authorities still hadn't been able to identify the man who'd rescued her. He'd disappeared before anyone could thank him. But Olivia couldn't stop thinking about him. There was something about his calm strength, his selflessness. She remembered his rough hands, the worn jacket, the sincerity in his voice. He didn't save her because of who she was, he saved her because it was the right thing to do. For once, someone had seen her as just a person in need. Not a billionaire. Not a CEO. Just human. And that changed something deep inside her. Weeks later, when she was back on her feet, Olivia decided to find the man who'd rescued her. She called the local sheriff's office and asked if anyone had reported the incident. After a few days, they found a lead, a construction worker named Jack Miller who matched the description. She drove out to his small town, a place that felt frozen in time. When she pulled up to the site where he worked, she saw him immediately, the same man from that snowy morning, wearing his old jacket, hammering away at a wooden frame. She stepped out of her car, her heart pounding. "Jack," she called softly. He turned, wiping his hands on his jeans. When he saw her, he froze. You're okay," he said, surprised. "I wanted to thank you," she said, smiling warmly. "You saved my life." Jack looked embarrassed. "Ah, you don't owe me anything, ma'am. I just did what anyone should have done." But Olivia shook her head. "Not everyone would have risked their life for a stranger. You did." Jack didn't know what to say. He wasn't used to being the center of attention, especially from someone like her. She looked elegant and confident, completely out of his league. They talked for a while about the accident, about his daughter, about life in the small town. Jack mentioned that times were tough. After his wife passed away 3 years earlier, it had been just him and little Emma. Between bills, school costs, and his old truck breaking down every other week, life hadn't been easy. But he never complained. Olivia could feel her heart tighten listening to him. There was so much quiet dignity in the way he spoke, no self-pity, no bitterness. Just kindness and humility. A few days later, Olivia returned, this time to meet Emma. The little girl ran up shyly, clutching a drawing she'd made of her dad saving a woman from a burning car. "Daddy's a hero," she said proudly. Olivia knelt down and smiled. "He really is." From that day on, Olivia started visiting often. She brought books for Emma, sometimes helped Jack with groceries, and even pitched in at the local community center where Jack volunteered on weekends. The town didn't know who she really was, and she liked it that way. For the first time in years, Olivia felt grounded. She wasn't a billionaire CEO here. She was just Olivia, a woman who'd found peace in the company of a kind-hearted man and his daughter. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the mountains, Jack invited Olivia to dinner. He'd cooked spaghetti and garlic bread, simple, homemade, and made with love. Emma giggled as she told Olivia about school and how her dad always burned toast. After dinner, when Emma went to bed, Jack turned to Olivia. "You know, I never asked what you do for a living," he said. Olivia hesitated, then smiled. "Let's just say I run a company, or two." Jack chuckled. "Well, whatever you do, you seem to do it with heart." She looked at him quietly. "You really don't know, do you?" "No, should I?" he asked. She took a breath. "Jack, I'm Olivia Bennett. I own Bennett Technologies." Jack blinked. He'd heard that name before everyone had. But he didn't say a word. He just looked at her for a long moment, then said, "Guess that makes you the richest person ever to eat my burnt toast." Olivia laughed through tears. "I guess it does." From that moment on, their bond deepened. Olivia wasn't looking for money or status, she'd already had that. What she found in Jack was something she'd never known before, genuine kindness, honesty, and love that asked for nothing in return. And Jack, who'd spent years feeling invisible, suddenly had someone who saw him, really saw him, and valued the quiet goodness that made him who he was. Months later, Olivia moved to Montana permanently. She built a small home near Jack's town and started a charity to help struggling single parents, inspired by him. When reporters asked why she'd left her company to live in the countryside, she just smiled and said, "Because sometimes, the richest people in the world aren't the ones with money, they're the ones with kindness." A year later, in the little white church on Main Street, Jack and Olivia said their vows in front of a few friends and one very proud little flower girl named Emma. When the ceremony ended, snow began to fall gently outside, just like the morning they'd first met. As they stood together on the church steps, Olivia looked at Jack and whispered, "You saved my life once." He smiled. "Looks like you ended up saving mine too." And from that day on, they built a new life together, not out of wealth or fame, but out of love, gratitude, and simple, everyday kindness. Because sometimes, one selfless act can change two lives forever. Moral of the story. Kindness doesn't just heal others, it has the power to transform your own life in ways you'd never imagine. So next time you have a chance to help someone, do it not for recognition, but because kindness always finds its way back to you. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little hope today. You're watching Your Channel Name, where every story reminds us that a little kindness can change the world.